were the Vikings? The Vikings were Norsemen who inhabited Scandinavia from around AD 800 to AD 1000. This time period was called the Viking Age. Most Vikings stayed in their village while few went off to fight and trade. Men's duties ranged from farming to crafting. The farmers usually grew crops such as barley, rye, oats, beans, peas, cabbage, and onions. They also raised cattle, sheep, and horses. Blacksmiths crafted weapons such as axes, swords, spears, helmets, shields out of silver, copper, or bronze for warriors. Women were responsible for taking care of the household, which included cooking, weaving cloth, cleaning, and managing the children. Viking society was patriarchal. However, women did have right to own property and have a divorce, so Viking women had more rights than most women in European societies at the time. As the population rose, Viking clans had begun to attack one another for more fertile land and wealth. Some Vikings went overseas in search of wealth. The first Viking raid had taken place spontaneously on the Lindisfarne Monastery in Northumberland, England. This unexpected attack had begun the Viking Age. For several decades, the Vikings had done hit-and-run attacks on coastal areas in Europe and took advantage of internal conflicts. They had started the first trading towns in Ireland such as Dublin and Waterford, and had used their settlement in Ireland to conquer eastern parts of England. The Vikings traded throughout Europe and even as far as Central Asia. They traded iron, tin, wheat, wool, wood, fur, leather, and fish. Eric the Red was the Viking that founded Greenland. He had called it Greenland to convince enough people to settle it. Eric's son Leif Erikson had traveled further west in search of a strange new land he had heard from an Icelandic merchant. He had reached the land which is now present-day Canada, making Leif the first European to reach North America. Vikings usually ate their livestock, the produce of crops. However, they also hunted fish, deer, bear, and rabbit. Viking ships was a reason for Viking success. They were fast and could sail up rivers and streams and shallow water. Their ability to sail into shallow water and be landed on beaches, enabling a quick getaway, was the reason Vikings were so difficult to predict and counter. Most Vikings were pagans and believed in Norse gods, the main gods being Odin, Thor, and Loki. Odin is the god of war, justice, wisdom, poetry. Thor is the god of lightning, and Loki is the trickster god. What have you learned? Not all Vikings are pirates. Viking societies are patriarchal. Eric the Red discovered Greenland, and his son Leif Erikson was the first European to arrive in North America. And now you know about the Vikings' way of life, culture, accomplishments for the short 300 years of Viking Age. The Vikings' race had ended because the Vikings themselves had begun to convert to Christianity, conforming with the different societies, thus ending the Viking Age in 1066.